Hello my dear students, once again I welcome you all to your history online class. So in today's online class we'll be moving with your last and final chapter from your world history, where we talk about chapter 15, that is major agencies of the United Nations. So if you have seen the first part of the video regarding the topic known as United Nations, which took birth on 24th of October 1945, soon after the end of Second World War, where it had got major aims, objectives, goals, destination and various amenities in order to make all the nations aware regarding not to have any such kind of future war. At the same time, this is a chapter which is related with, or it has been linked or connected with the United Nations, and what are the guidelines, or what are the exactly the instructions that the United Nations wants us to convey through all these major agencies. So let's start the class. So first we'll talk about the UN's aims and objectives. As we all know, United Nations main aims and objective was to maintain international peace and security, to have a good harmony among all the nations, to settle down disputes, at the same time how to have a very good as well as mutual relations with all the nations. So at the same time we talk about how to promote world peace and security. So that was the main aims, objectives of United Nations. So if we talk in deep about United Nations, it had got major 6 organs or wings, which stands like General Assembly, Security Council, International Court of Justice, the Secretariat, Economic and Social Council and the Trusteeship Council. So apart from all the 6 organs and the wings, we see that under this United Nations they had got various agencies whose main work is to help the United Nations programs, aims, objectives, goals, destination and whatever they wanted to convey through all these major agencies. So let's have a look over 5 major agencies which comes under United Nations. So first we talk about the specialist agencies whose even work we see regarding the task of development of health, regarding education, human rights, cultural development, and these are all the works or task or work that is been given by the United Nations to each and every specialized agencies under UN. So let's have a look over all the 5 major agencies, their year of foundation, their headquarters as well as the country that it has been located. So first we'll start with ILO. ILO is regarded as one of the oldest agencies because it was founded soon after the end of First World War, that is in the year of 1919, and this International Labour Organization has a headquarters in Geneva, a country called Switzerland. So followed by other agencies like we talk about IMF, which stands as International Monetary Fund, established in 1945 soon after the end of Second World War, and it has a headquarters in Washington DC in America. Third we talk about FAO, which stands as Food and Agriculture Organization, which was established in 1945, having a headquarters in Rome in a country called Italy. Next, fourth we talk about the UNDP, and UNDP is one of the largest specialized agencies of United Nations. So it stands as United Nations Development Program, established 2 decades later after the birth of UN, that is in 1965, having a headquarters in New York in a country called USA. And the fifth one we talk about WTO, which stands as World Trade Organization, established in 1995, having a headquarters in Geneva in a country called Switzerland. So these were overall the 5 major agencies under United Nations. But apart from that, there are various extra as well as special agencies, and we will mainly deal with the 3 special agencies that you need to study for your board examination. So first we will talk about UNICEF. UNICEF stands as United Nations International Children's Emergency Fund, but at present we don't call it in a very lengthy way. It is just with the short 4 words, United Nations Children's Fund, where it was established in 1946 in a headquarters called New York in USA. And one more thing, that every year on 11th of December UNICEF Day is celebrated all over the world. Apart from that, we get to see that what are exactly the functions of UNICEF. So UNICEF also has got a function because they have to overall see the working or the guidance that has been given by the United Nations, and their main function stands as to promote children's welfare all over the world. That means, even I told you in the previous class that at present there are 193 nations who are a part or a member of United Nations. So similarly, all the 193 nations will get definitely a help through this agency known as UNICEF. So second special agency that is known as WHO, which stands as World Health Organization. Even this mainly deals with the health, injuries, patients, hospitals, all these works plays a very important role, and we get to see that it was established in 1945, having a headquarter in Geneva country called Switzerland. So as we all know, on 7th of April every year we celebrate as World Health Day, which represents the same organization from where it was being brought under the United Nations. So even though WHO has got a major functions like attainment of highest possible level of health by all the people. So how to help all the peoples of 193 nations by giving them proper treatment, producing or just making a new kind of vaccine just to kill all those kinds of virus or any such kind of issues, and that is the major aims of this WHO agency. And the last agencies that we need to study is known as UNESCO. UNESCO stands as United Nations Educational and Scientific Cultural Organization, which took birth in the year of 1945, soon after the Second World War, and it has a headquarters in Paris, in a country called France. And as we all know, Paris is very much famous for Eiffel Tower. So similarly, that is the headquarters of UNESCO, and every year on 8th of September, UNESCO Day is also celebrated. Similarly, like WHO on 7th April and UNICEF on 11th December. So even this UNESCO has a major functions to convey over the whole parts of the world, which talks about to promote collaborations among nations through education, science and culture, and how to gather all the citizens of respective nations in order to help them with whatever financial help, or it may be with proper guidelines, instruction, or any such kind of matter which will be a worth for every nation as well as the citizens residing in their respective countries. So this was overall the lecture or the topic that we need to study with chapter 15 under world history, talking about the major agencies of the United Nations. So I hope it's a very easy chapter. At the same time, just you need to focus with the full form, year in the headquarter, and at least two functions of every specialized agencies, and talking mainly about these three: UNICEF, WHO and UNESCO. Till then, stay safe. Thank you and God bless.